What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the finals here at Impact Gaming Center. This is our Pokemon League Cup 1K, and this is for all the marbles, all the money, all the CP, and all of the coveted Twitter clout. Alex here with Seth, bringing you the action as we have been pretty much all day here. Rose on Gholdengo, Pult against Guerino on Dragapult. So two pillars of the format. Speak to me about this matchup.
This is a pretty, I would argue it's a pretty even matchup. There's not, one thing that I think Dragapult will be successful on this match is Badoo stalling. Just because Rose Dex relies heavily on item searching. And this is actually mulligan number 3.
Wow. Not a great start here for Rose, but yeah. Hey, what's up? Thank you. Yeah, we appreciate it. Make sure to hit that follow button if you're watching on Twitch. If you're new here, if you like the stream, consider subscribing, giving us some of those Bezos bucks. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. It's free to subscribe on YouTube. And of course, share the video with everybody that you know, and hit up impactgamingcenter.gg because we sell Magic and Pokemon cards. I keep doing that. But yeah, go buy some Pokemon cards from us. Support a local shop. It would mean the world.
Oh my gosh, mulligan number 4.
No. Now this is like the game we played a couple months ago, where you mulligan 6 times and then proceeded to kick my butt. But yeah, hopefully we don't have like a non-game. That would really stink for the game 1 of our finals.
It'll start because Guerino does not have to take the mulligans. If Rose mulliganed 56 times,
just deck himself.
He does not have to take them. He can take 0 mulligan. It's either all or nothing, though. Apparently, from what I understand.
Ooh,
5 mulligan number 5.
Because you mulligan 6 times, I think.
Yeah,
that match.
And actually, eventually, the judge will do a judge shuffle. If there's too many mulligans, at least at a regional level, I'm pretty sure at a cup level, a judge might intervene too. We'll see.
Yeah, our judge is right here too, so I think maybe that was what Guerino was mentioning there. I didn't quite hear, but are they untimed in this finals?
I actually don't know. There has to be a winner, but I don't know if they're timed. Usually, at like a regional level, it is still timed. So I
imagine it probably is.
I think it is still timed.
I assume that our judge probably knows how much times, even if we don't have eyes on it. So
we do know Rose plays basics, so
yeah. I guess it has to be a rule that you have to play at least one basic in your deck.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Can't even start the game.
I wonder if when they were designing the rules, they realized, oh no, you have to play a basic in your deck or else you just stall the game out. Well, I mean, I guess the game would never start.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
we got one. That is a lot of extra cards for Guerino to start off with.
Yeah.
We are looking at 11 card it'll be 10 cards. And he has 2 Buddy Poppins.
Jeez, so.
And who is going first? I presume.
Yeah, so judge here. I missed it, but the judge just has a mic in hand and just saying to all the rest of the Pokemon players still in the building that the finals have started. And here we are, buddy for Rose.
This makes sense. Guerino wants to go second. And ideally, Gholdengo doesn't mind going first, but ideally, TM Evo would be the good start. But
yeah,
going first isn't the worst. But the reason why Guerino wants to go second as Dragapult is in the current meta, Badoo lock is literally what you do turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's going to be really effective against Rose because Energy Search Pro and everything is an item.
Yeah, I'm sure with an extra 5 cards, he's going to be able to find a Badoo.
I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
He has Buddy Buddy Poffin in
Oh,
2
okay,
of them
so
in
there
his
you go.
hand. So yeah,
Yeah.
he should be able to find him. God forbid he prized him.
Oh no. Yeah, that's an option. Yeah, and Rose prize checking here alongside just going and doing buddy buddy poffing things.
That's a stamped one too. It's an old stamped one, but it's cool.
I mean, what are these players, just millionaires? Everybody's just got cards and
the good news about compared to Magic, Pokemon's still pretty cheap.
yeah, no. Looking at the best decks being $90, it's like that's pennies compared to Magic.
And 2 gimme goals, one with continuous coin costs and one with the minor errand running that gets you 2 basic energy cards. So now the Fez start isn't ideal.
Yeah, anytime you have Fez in any deck, it feels not great.
I used to believe that Fez was just magnetically stuck on the top of my deck.
Same. All
and
right.
pass over.
Gonna put a
Fire energy. You retreat probably later.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Buddy, buddy.
Starting off.
Gonna see Badoo?
Yeah. No, Dreepy.
I just price checked
Badoo.
currently,
Yeah.
but
Well, there is a Badoo in there at 2. He runs a 2. His list has 2 Badoos.
yeah. So, if you're watching this live, we do have the deck list in front of us. If you watch this after the fact on YouTube, we will not post the deck list because it's so much work to try and get all of the deck lists onto Limitless. So I don't know. Comment deck list ? In the comment section because I know y'all will. However, I will ignore your comment. I've answered that question way too many times since we started posting on YouTube. Now, if one of the players happens to see the comment, they might respond to you. That's certainly possible, but I will not respond to you. All right, let's see.
Write down what he prized.
Doing the thing. I'm pretty sure Guerino writes down basically every card he's prized, if I remember correctly. He was on camera earlier.
Yeah. I played against Guerino before. We played last match I played against him. We played a mirror match Terra Box, and he won.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good player, seemingly.
Absolutely, I would say so.
I've just met him today, but obviously in the finals of a 57-player 1K here, and
you know what the interesting thing is? Even though he does have a Buddy Poppin to get another Badoo, he has no way to retreat the Dreepy.
Oh no.
So he can't even Badoo lock if he wants to. So the best course of action might just be well, he hasn't played supporter for turn.
There's Badoo.
So he could I don't know what supporters he has in his hand. He could Arven for Earthen Vessel. And Rescue Board, actually. Does he run Rescue Board in his list? Let's see.
I believe he did, but I could be wrong.
Yes, he does. So, but he also runs Crystal. So, depending on what he wants to get, if he even has Arven in his hand, which I think he has Boss. So he doesn't even have Arven. So, looks like we're gonna be getting a pass. Yep.
Yeah, so
that was
wow, yeah.
That was lucky.
That felt like my turn when I drew 40 million cards against you. Welcome on in to all of the new viewers here on Twitch. I see we got a nice influx of viewers. We're Impact Gaming Center. We are at 49 Ludwig Drive in the fabulous Fairview Heights. This is the finals of our 57-player Pokemon League Cup 1K. And this is game 1.
Getting Arven and TM Evo off of The Arvin gonna buddy for probably a Gimme Cool and a Dreepy. Eyeing up the TM Evo this turn. You do have to state which ones you are evolving.
Yeah. So
Some people make that mistake and they just go, "Yeah, I'm TM Evoing," and you actually do have to declare
target
what
them.
you're
Yeah.
doing.
Does it just fail if you don't?
Well, basically, the idea is that you could declare both of them. You might have prized something and it just won't work. Like, that's why you have to declare them before actually looking through.
That makes sense. All right, back to Guerino. Ooh, Dracloak, okay.
Folks online.
Tandem.
Recon Directive.
Recon Directive.
Getting... This isn't Mariah.
Yeah.
Rhydon's still getting some play, though, in a Joltik box. I saw that deck today.
Yep, we saw it on camera. And another one. Another one.
Yep, Tandem unit Miraidon still lives in a different way.
Yeah.
Got Arvin. Now, in his list, he does play Rare Candy, a one of. So he could get to the Dragapult this turn, but most likely I don't think he's playing the slow, what they call slow Pult. So he doesn't necessarily need it. He could just be setting up still. This there's no pressure currently right now because even at this current board state, Rose would only be taking a one prizer.
Yeah.
I was in the middle, but it's whatever you want.
Oh, were you?
What?
No, I mean, like, after you play the cards, I don't want to specifically remember.
I don't even know the question. Oh, maybe. So we're gonna just get a shuffle here, I think.
I mean, he Arvin for the rescue board in Ultra Ball. I'm not sure exactly what happened with.
To my understanding, it's okay to kind of shortcut. As long as you're not drawing cards or something.
Yeah, I would like to know what the ruling or what was going on there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear the judge. He is quite far away from the mic. The table mic there.
I'm Ultra Ball. Oh, no, it's okay. Good.
Deciding what to discard for the Ultra Ball.
Yeah, sorry. Yep, for sure. No,
okay, I can hear the judge a little bit better now.
Just gonna discard boss. Doesn't always feel the greatest to discard boss, but sometimes you gotta do it.
Yeah, I mean, how many bosses has he played?
In his list, he only plays 2.
Ooh, okay.
So this deck also plays counter catcher. So
yeah,
Dragapult does not mind being behind. So
yeah, definitely.
And intentionally will go behind with the Duskull pops on purpose to set up multi-prize turns. So.
All right, so Recon Director, we're going to find a Jock, it looks like. And here we go.
And here comes the Badoo.
The menace of the format. Just a couple months ago.
It's getting itchy in here.
Yes, itchy pollen. Hope you don't have allergies.
And no items for Rose this turn. Which isn't...
There's a Dracloak, though.
Still has draw engine, so... Got lightning and Superior.
Yeah, both players' demeanor's very locked in here.
It's got to be tough. It's been a lot of hours, but
Yeah,
it is for first place.
we are closing in on a full 12 hours of playing Pokemon here. We started at 10.
Okay, Turo.
It is almost 10.
Turo, the Fez, or well, Turo Fez up, but the fire energy is now gone.
All right. Draws a jamming tower, water
And
energy?
Yep, water. Checking the discard. Last coin bonus.
Drapier to cloak again.
And no metal energy, so attacks cannot be. No items. So really nothing Rose can currently do. Has jamming tower. Thinking about setting it down, but it can get bumped because Guerino does play. I believe I saw on his list Artisan. So
yeah, Artisan is the. Could play it, couldn't activate it currently, but I do appreciate how uniform both players' boards are. Like,
yep,
I like it. Playing tight. We can afford to zoom in just a little bit, I think.
Yeah, Guerino's prizes are on the left. They are just hard to see, but
yeah,
they sort of blend in with the mat too a little bit. They're just.
I'm gonna scooch over a little bit, and that way we got access to the discard piles a little bit better. Because although, as you said, Guerino's prizes are on the table, you can't really see them, so it doesn't really matter if they're visible, quote unquote visible, because they're not visible.
Looks like Guerino is eyeing the Jacques for turn. Don't know if Jacques is French. I maybe.
Possibly. But Lance kind of.
Oh, rest in peace to Lance. Lance was so good in Dragapult.
Yeah, Jock kind of taking that spot now, though.
Saw some people using Brock scouting too, but I think both are good. I do think Jacques is really good because 2 Evos you can, like he just did, 2 Dusclops online.
Yeah, it's a lot more flexible than Lance. Being able to get the
attach for turn.
Okay.
Gonna itch again.
Big 0.
Yep.
Big 0 though because Gholdengo resists grass.
Oh wow.
So it's minus 30. But I mean Badoo only does 10 damage. So
yeah, that's.
But it still locks out items. So
should gain HP.
that would make Gholdengo really broken.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. All right, here we got some recon.
And it did look like Rose topped. I could be wrong. We'll see once.
Or the vessel there.
It looks like also. And once again, no items. Yep,
yeah,
Search Pro was top decked. I thought it was top decked, which stinks because.
Gotta get this Badoo off the table.
Badoo is a menace. Rose looking at her hand, going, I can't do anything. Badoo is a true menace. True menace. Even eyeing up the Monkey Dory.
But
dark energy. But there
hasn't taken any damage yet.
Future planning. Iono. Yeah, I get it. Iono probably. Look at 6 cards per turn.
Not the end of the run, I guess. You want to cut this fast out?
Yeah, finally. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Iono's great because he had like infinity billion cards in his hand. So
well, Rose is probably just trying to fish for that metal energy. Yeah, eventually. Can't attach it this turn, but another gimme goal.
Both players got full benches. And pass.
Yeah, we got.
I like the way she passed turn there. That's like a Magic player does.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Rare Candy is in there, but not needed now. Start the directives. Dragapult could be on this turn. If one is drawn.
Both of our hands are going to be big by the end of it. Yeah.
Oh, Dragapult gotten off the recon directive, so it looks like Dragapult could be online this turn, but might not attack this turn because really the Badoo is just being a menace. So we'll see what happens.
It'll be even the recon directive. Only directive I care about is prime directive. Huge Star Trek nerd.
I feel bad I did not get Rose's reference. I do not watch Star Trek.
Oh, no.
Arvin for turn. And Guerino does play the, I believe, let me just double check. Halucha. Flying entry. That can be a damage spreader late game.
Oh, yeah. That card.
Because it
Proving its worth in his previous matchup
Yeah.
that we watched when Corey was commentating. And
yeah. It can matter because it
Oh,
can
yeah.
put 10 down and then pretty much
60 the rest
Yep.
away for most of these basics because everybody's playing buddy.
Yep. EXP share off the Arvin and what else? Guerino's also playing a bravery charm, probably for the Badoo. To make the Badoo a tank.
I've
Badoo.
seen that play. Super Badoo.
Invincible Badoo.
We got back on the double triple. Football here.
Yeah, Rose heads up there while Guerino was shuffling. Rose asked, "Are you going back in? Because you don't need to shuffle if you're going back in." Does save time. Looks like the Warhammer tournament is just now wrapping up. If you've been watching for a while or for all day, you know there's been an ongoing Warhammer tournament we've talking about in the background. You've certainly heard them.
The Ultra Ball XP share. Attach XP share to one of the Drag Cloaks to get that energy later. Attaching the energy for turn. And honestly, I think it's just going to be another Itchy Pollen.
Yep. Nothing exciting, just a 0 damage Itchy Pollen.
This is what Dragapult does in the new meta. It sets up slowly and just your opponent can't do anything.
Yep.
Especially with Gholdengo needing to play items.
Yeah, I imagine Guerino's gonna just keep Itchy Pollening until it's not feasible to do so anymore. Or
Metal energy online, but there is, I don't even think there's energy. Oh, Crispin?
Crispin? Okay, so we will get an attack off here.
Yep.
Does Crispin say you have to attach one of them? Could you
I
have both of them go to your hand?
no, you have to put
Okay,
one
yep.
on.
So it's
I
probably
believe.
yeah. Metal's gonna go on the other Gholdengo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we do have enough to discard and finally get rid of this Badoo.
Yeah, I believe it's you have to attach the energy.
Yeah.
And it has to
That
be
makes sense.
energy of 2 different types.
Okay.
I should know. I play Crispin in my deck.
Yeah.
But I've always done it, so
Yeah, Crispin's a good card.
Superior and a Psychic, it looked like.
We've seen Rose in some pretty dire straits so far in this tournament. She's been able to claw her way out, but We'll see if this Badoo.
Badoo will die if Rose chooses to take it out.
Yeah.
Little Shrimply. Make it rain for 150.
Make it rain for 150. The Badoo did not. That's interesting. The Badoo didn't need that many energy.
Just needed one, right?
One, but
Any reason why she'd want those in the discard
for
pile?
superior energy retrieval?
Just to get the most out of.
Just to get the most out of it, because now that Badoo's offline, most likely Guerino's not going to go right back into Badoo.
Yeah.
So I think that actually does make sense.
So Rose gonna draw first blood here, get the first prize of the game, but man, Guerino's really well set up on his side.
And once it got Halucha off the top deck, it looks like.
Oh.
So
Also, this could be.
Dragapult does not mind being behind.
Yeah,
the counter catcher is now online for Guerino too.
Definitely taking at least one prize this turn.
Possibly more.
Possibly more, depending on how we want to get down with these
Dusclops. And has Dusknor in hand.
Oh. Yeah, probably going to be a multiple prize turn here.
Most definitely.
Yeah, Gholdengo had. I mean, he could take 3 prizes here if he. He could take more than that even. I guess not, because.
I mean, could,
yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's
got to be careful with how many Dusclops are popping, because you don't want to pop too many.
Yeah.
And most likely, gonna hit the Halucha flying entry. Spreads 2 damage counters to 2 individual Pokemon on the bench. So 1 going to Gholdengo and 1 going to Gimme Ghoul. Curse Blast, the 5 onto Gholdengo. Sets up perfect math for a Phantom Dive next turn. Evolves into Dusknor. And possibly set up another Duskull. Nope, just gonna buddy.
The old buddy for 1.
Or maybe just checking the deck and failing it yet.
Oh, okay.
Nobody's.
Nobody's.
Nobody's in my deck.
Aww.
Yeah, because they're all in his hand or in the discard.
All right, here's Arvin.
Arvin the counter catcher.
I took 1 from the Badoo and 1 from the.
Oh, did Guerino
Dusclops popped?
knock
No, just Dusclops popped 5
oh, so
onto Gholdengo.
She got a
Yeah.
Got a prize.
She gets a prize card. Yep. So now the Gholdengo on bench is actually set up perfectly to get Phantom Dived.
Yeah, I can't.
Yep. Yep. Gonna set up the Phantom Dive.
Which will set up the other Gholdengo.
Yep.
For a Phantom Dive next turn, potentially.
And that's what you want. Or might take out this Gimme Ghoul on the bench. It does have 1 damage counter on it. When
another Duskull.
We'll see.
Bravery Charm on Duskull.
Trying to protect it.
Phantom Dive.
Yep. All right, that's what I.
Yeah, that'll be 4.
No, 3.
Oh, 3, but 4 total. Or no, 3 total. That's
3
right.
total.
3 total that turn. Not too shabby of a turn there for Guerino.
Rose still's got a lot to work with. Definitely possible for Rose to take out a Dragapult. 7 energy, once again.
The magic number.
We've seen Rose do it.
Magic number, yeah. And there's a Fez. That's definitely going to help. Both players, 2, 3. Yeah, both players playing real tight. I mean, it's been
the ultimate.
Really good Pokemon being played right now. And the timer is up. There's about 50 minutes left in this round. So gonna try and think about her next play.
Waiting probably Arvening for eSearch Pro. Counting the energy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is there only 2?
I could not tell.
Looks like only 2. And no tool, it looks like. Oh, okay.
No tool in eSearch Proing for the 4 energy, yeah.
Yeah. 2 of the energies were already right on top, so she moved 2 to the front, but yeah.
Yeah. The 4 is not enough currently, but the hand has superior energy retrieval, but I don't know how many it is in Rose's discard. Oh, there's 3 because she did the Badoo kill. So we'll have enough. We'll have enough to take out this Dragapult this turn. Yep.
Corey's saying, Guerino, take it down, my boy. So, got some people in chat rooting for Guerino.
And I believe has the knockout.
Make it rain for 350 games.
Yep.
Make it rain for 350.
Bringing Rose down to 2.
Yep. Still anybody's game, but
absolutely.
Getting down to the nitty gritty here of game 1. As a reminder, this is a 3-round set, or 3-game set.
The unfortunate thing is EXP share does not activate due to the jamming tower.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So needs to find.
However, I'm pretty sure Guerino still has psychic in hand, psychic energy. So.
No, jamming tower.
Yep. They just said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're watching on the other side of the screen and.
Proud of us. I think the judge.
Rose said, "Proud of us."
Yeah. Judge was like, "Oh, EXP share."
Jeff over the loudspeaker saying if you're not in the finals and you're not Seth, you need to leave.
I know, I'm getting to stay a little extra.
Yeah.
Once again, just an incredible turnout, and
yeah,
this finals is actually somewhat picture perfect because it is a classic. These are decks you would expect to be in the final.
Very emblematic of the format at large. Basically, Dragapult is the deck of the format currently.
The BDIF, as they call it.
Yes, and Gholdengo is definitely one of the best decks. I mean, top 5 probably.
Yes, absolutely. And I am personally a Gholdengo fan myself, so I would like to see it happen, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's still plenty of.
But if Dragapult wins, I won't be like, oh wow, can't believe it.
Yeah, right. What an upset!
I can't believe it.
Guerino gonna try and make that a reality here in game 1 at least, but we shall see.
Looks like Dragapult is online. Eyeing up it. Oh, he's running a really old energy search.
Nice. I like it. I like seeing the vintage cards, man. It's cool.
Yeah. Seeing what he has in deck. Yeah, it has fire energy, but wow, I haven't seen that energy search in so long. It's a really cool one.
It's hard to see with the.
It's at night, and it's just like a fire energy sitting in the dark.
Oh, that's dope.
It's really cool.
Yeah, just for a sec, I think.
Yeah, we are definitely coming to the end of this game, one way or another. Binds, and there's the evolution. Ooh, maybe having second thoughts. What would he be thinking about otherwise? Like, why?
I hope Rose doesn't have superior energy.
Technically put the card down. Okay, cool.
No, you didn't put it
Okay.
down.
Just thinking. I'll probably
You still had your hand on it, so I think Rose could have the win.
The perfect.
Also, the other thing is currently, as the board state is right now, Rose can only take a one prizer.
Yeah.
So evolving to Dragapult will put a
All right.
potential two prizer in play, but I feel like Guerino has to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, what is he doing if not phantom diving as many times as possible?
And he's probably debating on popping Dusknor this turn, but it might not be worth it because then you put Rose down to one.
Yeah, then it's just like
then
open
it's just
season.
one, yeah. Yep.
Oof. Okay. I don't know. Late game Ionos always matter. So let's see what both of these players draw off of this.
Cut my stack. Nothing. 1, 2, 3.
And two for Rose. Rose got Ultra
Nest-
Ball and
Nest
Night
ball?
Shredder.
Or
Is it
nest ball, yeah. Well, she had the gold nest ball from last
Yeah.
game, and then Night Stretcher.
Gold Ultra Ball and Gold Nest Ball actually look so close from like
Oh,
the same
yeah.
from far.
It's like the difference between green or yellow.
So Night Stretcher for a Dusk Nor. Yep. Oh wait, this
he's
could.
getting close.
Phantom dive.
Yeah, doesn't want to pop it though. I get. It's trying to just set it.
Yeah,
up.
he can't pop both of them.
Yeah, he will lose.
Phantom Dive 260.
Really? That makes things way easier.
That makes things way easier than Guerino if it's 300.
Wow, I can actually win the game.
Gosh darn, Chalidon. 4 here.
Okay, so 4 on the Fez.
It is going to come down to Rose
Again,
again.
whether she can find.
What superior energy retrievals?
Will not have flipped the script, though, which
Nope.
was something she did have access to in the last match.
But still has two coin bonuses and a
Recon. Yep. All right, here we go. I didn't quite catch it.
Cypher Maniacs.
Okay, that's really good.
That's really good.
It's like perfect, pretty much. I mean, I don't know. She's going to think about it, do some math, some calculations. Throw up the.
I always wonder if they're being like super serious about those calculations, like they're just kind of messing around.
Yeah. Like the Zach Galifianakis gif where it's like all those math equations.
They're just trying to do that. Be like, oh, do I? So Cypher Maniac 2, I guarantee.
I think she's got it.
Yeah,
she just, as again, I said it in the last match. Her demeanor's changed. She's playing quicker, and she seems like she's in the zone right now.
She has it. She's Cypher Maniac, the 2 superior energy retrieval. She can coin bonus to get the discard fodder.
Mm-hmm. And she tapped on the table, so you know she's got it. She's like,
yeah.
That's how you know.
She's making sure she had the discard fodder, which I get.
Yeah. Coin bonus.
2. I will for 1.
And it still has a dragon.
And once again, the exact amount of cards needed. Actually, all right, here we go.
Some people have all the luck, you know? But no, this is very well played through and through. I think Guerino's realizing his time in this game is almost up. Yeah. Rose just finding all the energies that she
Well, the
can.
top deck Cypher Maniac was what it was needed.
Yep.
And like you said, some people just have all the luck.
I mean, she would have found it. She had like infinity billion draws. 2, 3, 4, 5. She would have seen 5 extra
and
cards.
once again, this exact amount of cards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yes, I can.
Oh. Making it rain. All right. That is only game 1, though, so she's got to run it back. Again, let's kick it back up to us in the booth. Woo! This has been quite the tournament. Rose has been absolutely just putting on a clinic. Now the match isn't over, and Guerino's certainly going to have his say, but...
Yeah, Guerino's gone down and then brought it back, so...
And it looks like maybe a bathroom break. I'm not sure, but...
Rose is taking a second.
But yeah, thank you all so much. Just want to say from everybody at Impact and Seth included, I'm sure, appreciate everybody for hanging out with us tonight, watching. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, we appreciate you. Make sure to follow. We are going to be streaming all of our big Pokemon tournaments here at Impact every time. And yeah, we had 57 players tonight, or well, today, that has turned into night. We've been playing
morning to night.
4 minutes. We will have been playing 12 hours of Pokemon. So shout out to all of the amazing players, all 57. Shout out to everybody who played today. Hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Pokemon needs, and consider subscribing on Twitch. Give us some of those Bezos bucks. It definitely helps out the coverage. But we appreciate y'all as we are heading into game 2 of the finals with, let's see, how many minutes left? About 38 minutes left. So Guerino's gonna need, both players are gonna need to pick up the pace if Guerino's gonna have any shot to win. So. Let's kick it back down to the battlefield as we get set up for game 2. Rose is 1 win away. Guerino, let's see if he can claw back to a game 3.
I'm going second.
This Dracloak has, I should call it Gholdengo Cloak, because Dragapult has not even made an appearance yet.
No, it very rarely does.
For Rose.
Yeah, it is really just Gholdengo Cloak. Yeah.
I'm assuming there's matchups where
it does matter in a matchup that's, for example, if Cornerstone's played, Dragapult can play around Cornerstone. Gholdengo gets shut off by Cornerstone,
that
so
makes sense.
there is matchups where it's needed. That's why you just run a one of, and just in case.
Yeah.
The match has started. It is a gimme ghoul, possibly pass.
Guerino joking, I added Hop Zacian
Yeah.
before the start of this game.
Interesting tech card, Guerino. Did you add the choice band too?
I said I got a Slim Jim like 3 hours ago. I had breakfast. I was watching.
Now that we're talking about food.
Because I imagine both players are hungry.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
yeah.
nothing like
There was no like lunch break or anything like that. So
No.
they have been playing Pokemon for 12 hours straight. Well, 11 hours and 59 minutes. So other than like, you know, my round gets done, I get to go slip out and get a snack or something, but certainly no meals, I'm sure. Maybe there's a Chinese restaurant next door, so maybe.
I mean, there's Raising Cane's. There's a lot of places really close.
Yeah, but I just mean like you're not sitting down really and enjoying your meal. You're scarfing it down to get back to the.
Yeah, one of my friends who I play with here locally at Impact brought me Raising Cane's while after commentating, so I just scarfed it down and came back. So we got Gholdengo pass, Arvin for
Buddy.
Most likely Buddy Buddy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I can't kind of make it out, but it's. I feel like if I tried hard enough, I could hear something. I wouldn't want to hear like
Oh, they're talking about us.
research pro, like no,
Yeah,
or like oh they got enough their prizes.
yeah. They're talking about us because now that there's nobody out there,
It might be.
they might be able to hear us. Yeah.
Is it for like to go to bed or?
All right. We'll yeah. We'll take it down just a notch. So we are gonna talk a little bit quieter. I am gonna try to not scream cards that Rose draws, and we will.
Continue, sir. Okay.
We will just do it like this. We apologize if it is a little bit quieter.
I did not consider that.
Yeah, now that
There's
literally no
one
one's
else.
here.
There's just 2 Pokemon players. That is it.
Pokemon players, 1 judge. I'm sure Mike's still here. Jeff might be in the back, but other than that, it's just us. So here we go. Probably comment less on what's in their hands too. That might be
Yep,
helpful.
that sounds good.
But still speaking, probably still gonna be a Badoo, I'd imagine. Can I get the bravery charm? We might see a super Badoo.
Mm-hmm.
There, yeah, Dreepy and Badoo. The menace that is Badoo.
Yep, I'm gonna go for the typical.
Typical setup here.
Dragapult setting its own children off with its weapon.
Honestly, wrong.
That is an interesting lore fact that Rose did bring up.
Yeah, Dragapult shooting the.
It literally uses its own children to attack,
It's
like
so
like
funny.
missiles.
Dragapult's so goofy. All right, yep, there is the super Badoo we've talked about, and there's a rescue board. So Guerino's got a good setup here.
And attach for turn, it looks like. So, pretty good.
Wow, yeah. Kind of a picture perfect start here for Guerino. It's funny, he got to draw 5 extra cards last game and didn't have a setup as good as this.
No.
I mean, he had a lot of cards on the table, but here's Iono.
Yep, looking to put more Pokemon down the board is probably the goal.
Yeah, we will each draw 6 here. And yeah, you can.
Got the buddy popping, but cannot play it
Oh, yeah.
due to
Jeez.
itchy pop.
Yeah, that darn itchy pollen. What attack is this here? So what does this do?
This is minor errand running. It allows you to search for 2 basic energies and put them into your hand.
Gotcha. And Rose does not have another Pokemon to bench. It would appear.
Potentially a donk could have.
A donk. We might see a donk here in the finals. What a nice easy way to get things evened up here for Guerino. Another buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe double Dreepy, maybe Dreepy. Yep. And the Duskull. Honestly, every Pokemon that this deck plays, this Guerino's deck, is a bunch of goofy guys. Other than Fez. Fez is a serious one, but Duskull's a cute little creep. Dreepy's a goofball, and then Badoo's just like the cutest thing you've ever hated in your whole life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think they cut the music off too, and I think that's really what.
Recon directive. What did he get? It's hard to tell.
Yeah, those cards are vertical. It's really impossible to tell.
Jacques.
Jacques
Oh my gosh, this is it.
Oh, he's gonna boop it. Oh, yep, that's it.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so there you have it. Guerino gonna
get the game too.
Gonna get the donk, and
Yep, because Buddy Itchy Pollen for 10 will knock it out.
yeah.
Because Get Me Ghoul does not resist grass. It's only Gholdengo.
All right, let's kick it back up to the booth. We have our final game. It has been 12 hours and 5 minutes since the start of round number 1, but shortly, sooner than later, we will have a winner. What a tournament. 57 players, incredible turnout. This has been awesome. How many we got? 21 watching right now, so shout out to everybody. If you enjoy what you're seeing, feel free. Actually, please hit that follow button. And if you really like what you're seeing, feel free to give us some of those Bezos bucks. Help support the content, help support the shop. Again, we are a local card shop in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois, just about 15 minutes from downtown St. Louis, Missouri. So if you're in the area, come on out and join us. We'd love to see you. We'd love to game with you. But yeah, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Game 3 of the finals here at the Cup. It's all or nothing here.
That Itchy Pollen was actually very vital because even the Iono only got Rose into. Oh, they both mulliganed, it looked like.
Oh, wow.
So, shuffle back.
Yep. Hans 600 says, you got it, Rose. All right, so.
We got Corey's cheering for Guerino, and we got Han cheering for Rose.
Absolutely. This
Both
has
players have played really well today. I mean, they got here. So.
Hey, thanks, Han, for that follow. We appreciate that. King Cold Wave, if you're still here, appreciate that follow. A Sleepy Snorlax, 51 minutes ago, if you're still here, appreciate y'all. But yeah, this has been an awesome tournament from front to back. We'll see how it finishes. Hopefully, there's no chicanery or massive mulligans to end the tournament.
And I would like to not see a donk, maybe just to see a fun last game, but we'll see.
No donks. Hopefully we get a solidified nice game.
Okay, they both do have an active starter.
Awesome.
I believe.
So
Rose had that. Okay, yeah.
Both players will start with 8 cards in hand. And yeah, here we go. Fist bump, show of good. Oh, look at that. So 2 Dreepies. You'd think it was a mirror match if you didn't know any better.
Oh, neither of them get a mulligan.
Oh, really?
I don't believe so.
Oh, if you both mulligan the same amount of times, you just don't mulligan? Or you don't get the extra card? That's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. My apologies. But here we go. Again, we are going to try and...
At least according to TCG Live, that is.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that they program the game properly. But yeah, we are going to try and keep our voices down because, again, there are no souls in this building other than employees, the players, the judge, and Seth.
Buddy Puffin has been played. We will commentate on what is being played.
Yeah, we'll commentate and then maybe potential things that could happen, not necessarily speak to what's in their hands, though.
Yeah.
Would hate for this tournament to get ruined by
knowledge
a player hearing us. This is probably the quietest I've ever heard it in here, to be honest.
Oh, really? Yeah. Sort of eerie.
At least at this time of night, yeah. Rose doing a prize check. Probably searching for Energy Search Pro, I'd imagine.
Just making sure that, see what she's got prized and whatnot.
And here's a nest ball. Let's see what we're going to fetch out here. Guerino checking his watch. Rubbing his eyes. It has been a long day.
Now, okay, jamming card being put out. Cipher.
Okay.
like
Double?
those are being put. Oh,
Maybe, maybe not.
maybe not.
Those cards that are on top of her deck. I didn't even see.
I saw, but I will not say.
Okay, fair enough.
Currently, Guerino's board is only a single Dreepy, which is a little bit terrifying.
Yeah, pass back.
Big Brad.
Yeah, yeah, it could have attacked there.
Could have attacked, yes. I forget what its first move is, but it's I think it does 10 damage.
Oh, does it? Is that it? Yeah.
Yep, Petty Grudge.
Am I right? Am I right, everybody in the chat?
Artisan. I don't even know what he'd be right about, but oh boy, here we go. Well, he looks like he's prize searching, or not searching, but
Well, he hasn't had the chance to look in his
Yeah.
deck yet, so I get it.
time check. 24 minutes, 30 seconds. Again,
Pretty
obvious.
good
Yeah,
time.
plenty of time. Although it could go long, but obviously there has to be a winner. Do you want to explain to the fine folks if there happens to be go to time, what happens?
So yeah, it will essentially go to it'll start turn 0,
Mhm.
and then it'll go turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and turn 3 will be the final turn of the game. And how it works at a regional, and I assume how it will work here, is whichever player is ahead in prize cards at the end will be the winner.
Yeah.
But
So they alternate back and forth
yes.
between the numbered turns.
And whenever time is called, that is the turn 0.
Yeah.
That is the person who's on turn 0.
Yep. So hopefully it doesn't come to that, but just want to keep everybody informed just in case. And one of the only things we can really talk about, other than cards being played and speculating wildly.
So Guiano's currently still deciding what to pull off of
Yeah, gonna bump
Artisan. Figured that would be the card of choice.
Yeah, big Badoo. Well, little Badoo right now, but maybe possibly in the future we get Super Badoo. But we shall see. Guerino, do you think he's gonna retreat here and start getting Ichi?
I was just reading the text. It's like, this used to be the best behavior from when it was alive. What? The ghost.
It is a ghost. Ghost dragon.
Yeah, like I said, Dreepy, Dragapult, they got some weird lore to them. A lot of Pokemon have weird lore to them. And retreat.
Mimikyu's a really weird one lore-wise.
We got see what is in. Okay.
Just gonna fire energy and then
Itchy Pollen.
10 damage.
And the item lock has begun.
Yep. Rose in a...
But we knew... At least I saw what was off Cypher Maniac last turn.
Yeah.
So what was drawn was intentional. We're going to do a retreat into game.
Oof.
Yep. To evolve the Gholdengo.
Yep. So we have coin bonus. Words. Coin bonus. I can't speak.
That was actually a great third card to get another Gholdengo off coin bonus.
Okay.
And has not played supporter for turn.
That card could be relevant in the future.
Debating on playing the whatever is in her hand.
Gonna activate Artisan.
On.
What are we gonna grab? Maybe another Dreepy.
Another Dreepy.
Could this be a game where she might want to Dragapult? Just because Gholdengo's so intense on having items, or no? In your opinion?
It could be a line. I just don't see that. I mean, seeing what's being, I still see the way that it's currently going is.
Yeah. Gholdengo's still probably the way. Deal was taken. I hope both Pults have fun.
Well, that is might be what it seems like.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind.
Oh, that was Jeff in the comments. Pick up the jamming tower. Yes, so that
Yeah.
did happen.
Yep.
And pass return.
Yeah, Rose not able to get any kind of attack off here. Would have loved to have gotten that Badoo off the table.
Once again, it's just the Badoo menace.
Yep.
It just shuts off
so much
options. And then it's funny, the Dragapult player can just play their turn.
Yep, like nothing happened.
Be interesting if Gholdengo just started teching Badoo.
Yeah, I mean, Badoo is like the biggest hater ever.
Badoo says, I don't want you to have fun.
I feel like Badoo's got that like little man syndrome, you know, like if you're like super short and you just like hate everybody. Because he's a little guy.
I mean, Badoo, when it was announced, Badoo was just, I mean,
the internet was set on fire.
No energy, and it's just one of those moves where you're like, wow.
Yeah.
So we got 2 Duskulls off of the Buddy Poffin, setting up the Duskulls. We officially have the tank Badoo in play now.
Super Badoo.
Super Badoo.
As Corey called it.
And Itchy Pult has been activated. No damage on the Gholdengo, though, due to the resistance.
I feel like if it doesn't do damage, you shouldn't get that ability. That would be fairer.
No, I disagree strongly.
Okay.
Because the attack still goes through regardless.
That's fair.
The effect triggers based off of the attack going through.
Not the damage. Yeah, that's fair. So you're pro Badoo.
I'm pro fairness. I am, I guess, in a sense, defending Badoo.
Yes. Listen here.
You heard it here first.
Seth loves Badoo. It's the greatest card he's ever. It's his favorite card, actually.
And I didn't even play it in my deck today.
All right, so another coin bonus here, and another one.
Still searching for the metal energy.
Yeah. Pass. Yep.
Pass over.
And this is going exactly how Guerino wants to get this game started. With 16 minutes and 45 seconds left.
We have Guerino activating Artisan to get another Dreavy.
Game Center Twitch channel and get access to their box.
You guys have Amazon Prime.
Hey, look, there's, hey, they started it. Hey, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get access to some really sweet emotes. You can get access to ad-free viewing, and this stream will be at your viewing pleasure before it goes up on our YouTube channel as soon as we stop streaming tonight. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want.
Guerino is gonna use Iona.
Yep.
Each player drawing a fresh 6.
I feel like we're like golf announcers. This is a par 3 with a dog leg, right?
They do whisper,
Yeah.
but we do want to make sure that the players get their privacy.
Yes, and we don't affect the outcome of this game.
Crispin has been activated, so we are going to potentially see something happen.
Yes, there might be something happening finally on Rose's side of the table. Yep, and there is the metal energy necessary
For an attack.
She can at least attack
In,
for 50 if she so chooses.
but it will need to be extra because the Bravery Charm is currently on the Super Badoo.
Yep.
And there's no jamming tower.
80 HP. She will need.
You know, there's some people putting luxurious cape on Badoo.
Is that 100?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's worth 2 prizes, but it has 130 HP Badoo. That is terrifying.
Jeez. All right, look, Rose is kind of doing her thing here. And I mean, honestly, Guerino's not all the way set up perfectly. So,
As the board state shows, no Drac looks even up currently.
yeah, she might have a fighting chance. Well, she definitely has a fighting chance, but she might be able to take pretty decent control of this one.
Once again, I think eyeing up the potential 150 swing to maximize potential later.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's, hey, look, that was a play so nice. She'll do it twice.
Indeed.
And down to 5, she will start the prize trade here. Guerino needs to figure out what he wants to put in active before he takes his turn. And it will be
Dusclops.
Yep.
I wonder when they were making Dusclops, did they think, or, you know, this new line, they were like, okay, so it would have been interesting. I'm glad they had foresight to make it only 5 damage counters, because had they made it like 7 for Dusclops, that would just be ridiculous.
Just hit anything. You just win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nuts. That would be insane.
So 5 was a good call. Shout out to Pokemon.
It's like they play test these cards, which we appreciate.
There's actually an interesting interaction I learned today. Do you know what the new Sylveon does? The Angel Light attack?
Oh, is that the one where you take a prize or whatever?
No, that's Umbreon's
ability.
Okay. Sylveon, its Angel Light attack puts 2 benched Pokemon back into the deck.
Oh, yeah.
But
Avery used to play.
Interesting interaction. If a Mew uses it with genome hacking, it can be used again the following turn because
it doesn't have that text.
It doesn't. Mew is not
Sylveon can't attack. That is busted.
Yeah, learned about that today. I was like, whoa, that is a crazy.
Did you learn it the hard way?
No, I learned it from watching another match. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's spicy. I like that. That is a hack for sure. So this is Arvin for, what is that, counter catcher?
Yes.
And what will the tool be, Guerino?
If any.
Yeah, he might not have any, maybe
but
rescue board potentially.
Well, I think that is in his hand.
Okay.
It is so quiet.
It is.
You can hear them out there just like think.
Yeah, that's funny. They are really quiet too. It's really interesting to me how people adjust their volume based on their set, like the outer settings of their world. And
card specifically.
Gonna
Pop on the
The reverse hollow one specifically.
specific reverse one. All right, well, Rose is going to get another prize thanks to that.
Okay.
Are we going to go back into Badoo?
It's looking like it.
Rose is like, no. I thought I got rid of you. Oh. Oh, she's going to, or he's going to knock it out maybe.
No, I think purposely because that Gimme Ghoul has a 2 retreat cost.
Oh,
Just
okay.
and it will only do 10 damage, so it's gonna.
Oh, so it has 1 damage left.
That was probably intentional to help stall. And once again, item cards cannot be played.
9 minutes, 33 seconds left.
As we can see, there is an interesting decisions Rose is going to have to make.
And that she is, you can tell. So here we go. Didn't quite.
That will not be the most helpful.
Cloak, here we go. 2 cards. Can't see them.
And let me see. There is a card that could help out, but it is also an item card, so this is rough.
And has no way to retreat currently. This is a bit of a pickle.
But yeah.
Indubitably. All right, so we're going to evolve into another Trick Cloak.
Another recon. We got a, I think. We'll see. Oh, okay.
Interesting she didn't put it on the active one.
Well, that might be, just let it die. I don't know. Cypher.
Okay, that's good.
Getting set up.
She wants that one. And that one.
And we didn't even see it.
Yeah, I had no idea. You are as informed as we are.
We will be just as surprised.
Well, that certainly makes sense. Saw one of them.
I believe it's just a...
2 of those?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta figure out a way to get this pesky little Badoo, your favorite card ever, off the table. Oh, baby, that's pretty good.
There goes all the cards.
Yeah, all that work she set up that turn. All for nothing. Gets to draw 4 cards, though.
Well, now think about it. She set the Cypher Maniac up on purpose to do that. Just in case an Iono occurred.
That's fair.
Because
because you don't actually shuffle your deck.
Yeah.
You just shuffle the bottom of your deck. Okay. Big brain plays here from Rose.
Okay. I see.
I can't read it. Ah. I see, said the blind man.
But the Gimme Ghoul is also 1 inner damage counter away from dying.
Yeah, so it's kind of a moot point, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So Guerino has a fresh grip here. Gonna evolve.
Energy.
Yep, gonna suit up the yeah.
And Itchy Pollen for knock.
Yep, 5. So Guerino gets his first prize of this game.
Once again, items cannot be played.
But at least she has some recourse here.
Yep.
Just shuffling.
Yep.
Which is fair, especially after the Iono. But let's see how many. I'm not going to be able to really do a whole lot in terms of attacking, at least at this point.
Though an attack could go off because the metal energy is on the active, but there's a few more things that I'm sure Rose is trying to draw into and whatnot.
And here's 2 on the coin bonus. I can't. Yeah, my brain's fried at this point. It is 10:30.
I think
We
all of ours
started
are.
at 10.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. It's gonna be activated.
1,
Flip the script.
2, 3, and now she's ripping through the deck. Certainly she's got some tools here as soon as this Badoo gets off the table.
Just keeps coming back.
And keep in mind, Guerino only has, or I say only, has 5 prizes to Rose's 4, so very relevant. Obviously, Dragapult is capable of setting up some 3 and even sometimes 4 prize turns, but I mean, there's no damage markers on any of Rose's Pokemon at this point. Thinking hard about this card. Nope. Whipping it.
Whipping it.
Checking the discard pile. That is not a graveyard. That is a discard pile.
Pokemon faint. They just
Yeah, they don't die. They faint.
another 150 attack.
All right, so Rose doing this the hard way. Prize mapping of 1-1-1.
Not the ideal prize map for Gholdengo.
Yeah, right.
Now we go into Guerino.
All right, APAC.
Flip the script is available. Artisan.
And then one from Dustbolt. Yeah.
Yep. So they're just getting on the same page about how many
Prizes.
Rose should have.
Three
Guerino
is right.
Guerino is big behind, like I said, on the prize trade, but we'll see.
Does have the draw potential with Dracloak and Fez.
Yeah. That is discard pile. Okay, I was like, what is that? Is that his hand? I was like, oh my gosh. Chonky hand, but no, that was a discard pile. Don't start that.
I am yawning now.
10:33. Do you know where your child is?
Once again.
Again, yeah, Rose pointing it out this
In
time,
my
but
board state, it allows me to draw infinite cards.
yeah, no joke. I mean, this is one of the things I really like about this Gholdengo deck is like just get so many possibilities and you just draw so many cards every turn.
Do we know what the time clock is looking like?
Yeah, let's see. I'm sure it's getting pretty sparse. Oh my gosh, 1 minute.
So we are about to head into
Maybe some overtime action
Some
here.
overtime.
The judge is obviously sitting right next to Rose, so he will be on top of it. But currently, as it sits, Rose is ahead on the prize trade. So if it came down to that, she would win. According to the rules you explained to me earlier.
If they are followed the same way.
I'm assuming they are. Because there has to be a winner. This is not going to be a
Oh, yes, absolutely.
draw. We got a dual winner.
And the judge might explain it right as time's called.
Yeah, I assume probably will. Be funny if you use the mic.
All right.
Pokemon players, that is time in the round. Active player, finish your turn. Yeah, that's turns. So time, we are in extra time here. Assuming the judge has the same time as the one that Jeff put up. I imagine so. It'd be really disorientating if it wasn't. Cloak, yep.
We have 5 Dracloaks in play.
It's Dracloak's world, we're just living in it.
The Recon
Ooh,
Directive.
okay. So here's our
Okay.
first sighting of the big boy.
Yep, here it is.
Dragapult has entered the chat. Is it time to start bashing?
I don't see why not.
So, judge explaining it is turn 0 now. Oh, not what you want to see if you're sitting in Rose's seat here. Guerino's getting to draw 5 this late in the game. This is huge. 3 cards.
This is not a bad hand from Guerino.
Yep, and being that Dragapult is on the battlefield, finally making.
Retreating to the Dragapult, and looks like we're gonna see Phantom Knife.
Yep, probably 10 on that Fez for sure.
I would imagine so.
And does that Dracloak have any damage markers on it? It looks like it's got some kind of dice there.
I think it has one because
so.
it got hit by, I think, Badu once.
So do you think he takes the knockout on that, or?
That's a good question. I think he's deciding where to put the 6.
Yeah.
But it won't, even if he does, it won't knock it out. Because
yeah, you could put it. Well, it's 70, right? Oh no, it's 90.
It's 90.
Yeah. Okay, so definitely 10 on the Fez. 2 there, so that'll bring that up to 3.
So it'll be at 60.
3 there and 1 there. Yeah, hey, that's pretty good.
Yep.
So next turn.
Setting up.
Yep. All right.
So we are at turn 1 now with Rose.
Yeah. I wish we had a way to annotate that. I wish they'd use the dice or something. But it's okay. We'll keep track. It's kind of why we're here, is to make sense of the board state. Ooh, that's a good one. Guerino just shaking his head like, I really didn't want you to have that one.
We know what Rose is going to search for. Yep, because if we remember correctly, what was Rose attacking with earlier? And that will give you an idea of why she grabbed that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things are in the discard.
Yeah. Gonna
Second recon.
didn't quite see. Oh, okay. I mean, that card Not as relevant, obviously, right now, but could be in the future. Man, so many cards drawn. So many cards drawn. This deck's so sweet. Upside down hand is a flex.
I'm gonna play upside down.
There used to be a Magic player that would do that.
Really?
It was bizarre.
Well, any reason?
He would. It's a good way for your opponent to always be able to read the cards, I guess. So he'd play them facing his opponent. It was weird. It was very bizarre, but
I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
And he'd play with his like lands in front. So it'd be like if you played with your Pokemon or your active Pokemon in back.
That's really weird.
Yeah. I don't
He's
think
literally playing the board backwards.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
it was peculiar for sure.
I tap my mana.
Yeah. He would display his graveyard across the playmat like this and like leave little like how this is.
Yeah.
That would be his graveyard.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was wild. They finally eventually shut it down
Oh.
for on camera matches only. He couldn't do it on camera anymore.
Okay.
Alrighty, so Rose.
Still eyeing up what to do here.
Yeah, in the tank, definitely wants to play this correctly. Finally has access to the items in her. Just in general.
We're gonna superior.
Yep, looks like that is. Yeah, Sullivan, you're right. It was P. Sully. Or, no, Adrian Sullivan. Yeah, Adrian Sullivan who was the name of the player.
Well, clearly he was good enough to be on camera.
He's a professional player. He's
Yeah.
really good. Still plays Magic, but not I don't think he plays in a lot of tournaments anymore.
Okay.
Just switch.
Makes sense.
What? Okay, so fill me in. Why is that the play there?
Wanting to have a fresh Gholdengo.
Gotcha.
Now the question remains:
Can she
Can
KO
she?
here? We will see. And again, folks, why we're not commenting too much is
Just passing.
yeah, there's no one in the building other than the players, the judge, and employees, and Seth. So we are about maybe 200 feet away from them on the other side of this glass door. So if we speak too loudly and give away information, we do not want this tournament to end because a player heard us speaking about a card that was in one of the players' hands. So that is why we are kind of whispering at this point and not speaking about potential plays that they could do based on the cards in their hand. Okay, so that was 0, 1. This is 2, right?
2.
So the tournament will end on Rose's turn, potentially, unless it somehow ends at this turn.
And it could be ended this turn.
It's very possible. Awesome. Good to hear. Thank you, Cody Plays. I appreciate knowing that because that's something I'm always worried about, just in general. And the fact that we're speaking very quietly and you can hear us loud and clear is good. Good to know. Kind of makes it a little bit more epic, I think.
What was I saying?
Every play matters. Ultra Ball, pitching jock. And question mark. Okay. What do we get here?
I know what we get. Yep. That makes sense.
What is it?
Hulucha.
Okay.
You end on 3, and if you're ahead on prizes, you win. If you're tied, then it goes to sudden death. Is that correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Guerino asking the question to the judge. If you're ahead, if a player's ahead, the game ends in their favor. But if they're tied, it goes to sudden death, which
is next one.
Next knockout.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Guerino's got to figure out a way to take 2 prizes here. Or, I mean, if he could take 3, I'm sure he would try to do that. Counting his deck. Yeah, the problem I think here for Guerino is if he activates the Dusclops, Rose gets a prize.
Yeah, and
So,
doesn't want that.
It's kind of the opposite. Can he find 3 prizes without allowing her to get one? I don't know if that's possible. We'll see, though. He's quite resourceful, as we've seen throughout this tournament. Is that her hand?
The answer to that is yes.
Yeah. She's got quite the grip.
She's got a fourth of her deck in.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, I mean, the players can take their time. Obviously, you still want to play at a decent pace. Oh, okay. There's Dusknoir.
And if energy attach.
Ooh, it does have it. So there's a backup
One online.
Dragapult. And it's ready to roll too. So if this thing does go into sudden death,
yep,
Guerino's going to be ready to fire at will. Just need, yeah, oh my gosh. Does he have a way? You don't have to answer this, but does he have a way to get that damaged Gholdengo up? That would be able to tie.
As of right now, no, not in his hand.
And that's something, obviously, Rose will know by the end of this turn, so I don't think it's...
Any research is a way this could give him what he...
Yeah, let's see.
He does get it. Possibly. It's hard to see what's in his hand.
Yeah, he didn't really show us a whole lot.
Okay.
Which... Yep. He's doing math.
I don't know if that's the best play. I have no idea. This is tough.
This is for all the marbles,
yeah,
all the cash, all the CP, the Twitter clout. Think of the Twitter clout.
Sets down counter catcher. Deciding what to bring up.
He played it before he thought about it. No, I'm kidding. But
I hope not.
But he's still trying to decide on which Pokemon he wants to actually catch up. I would imagine you'd want the damaged Gholdengo, but I'm not in his position, and I am certainly not the player he is.
Yep, figured that was gonna be what he brought up.
Okay.
It has currently one damage counter on it.
So that will be a clean knockout. And he'll be able to tie if he chooses correct damage with the Phantom Dive. No. He'll be able to take the It's Tubby. Thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. We appreciate that. Sorry, we're
take the 2. He's going to knock out the bench. Gholdengo taking 2.
oh. Is that gonna be it?
Yep, because
Wow. Yeah, that.
yep, he
Wow, congratulations to Guerino.
Yep, the knocking out of the Fez. Well, he would knock out Fez, he already knocked out the bench Gholdengo, so he goes down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
He knocks out the Fez and then puts 6 on the damaged Dracloak. That's 3.
Yeah. Wow. What a
5
absolute.
turn.
Hang on, before you take those cans off, let's do a little outro here, and it's gonna go on me as it always tries to do. Darn it. Thank you all so much for joining us. This has been a marathon of a tournament. But if you're watching on Twitch, follow us. Subscribe if you have the Bezos Bucks available. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Head on over to Twitch. Follow us over there. If you're on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Thank you all so much. This was an amazing event. 57 players showed up and showed out. Thank you all so much. If you played in this thing, thank you, Seth, for commentating with me. It was a blast. Make sure to follow us on all of our social medias, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those places, TikTok, impactgamingcenter.gg if you need any Pokemon cards. And congratulations to Guerino. Rose, it was an excellent, excellent showing. But Guerino is going to take down this cup, win all that cash, win all that CP, and the Twitter cloud. Thank you all so much. We appreciate you. Until the next video, I've been Alex. That's Seth. Thank you all so much. Adios, everyone.